Good afternoon, Whidbey Presbyterian Church. I was off island late last week for a pastor's gathering in Mount Vernon. And while I was on the way home, at least part of the way, I was on the phone with Kendra. Bluetooth, you know. And anyway, as I was driving, I was noticing these bright yellow pops of color in the otherwise green foliage along the sides of the highway. Some of you may know right where this is going. So I was completely captivated by these. Beautiful color, one of my favorite colors, and I was telling Kendra about all of these bright yellow bushes. They were so cool. What are they? I asked her. She didn't know. Well, anyway, fast forward to Monday, and we're talking at staff meeting, and these things come up in conversation. These bright yellow bushes that I thought were so cool. They apparently are not cool at all. They're invasive, and they've taken over the spaces that used to have rhododendrons, apparently, which is not cool. And worst of all, they may be the source of all of my and my family's allergies right now. The dreaded Scotch broom. Yeah. Well, it turns out people brought them to the West Coast as early as the 1850s as an ornamental plant in their front yards. And even they used them along the highways in the ditches to prevent erosion. And one thing led to another, and now they're a giant scourge. And that's the way with invasive things. They seem to come out of nowhere, and they go everywhere, and they change everything. And that right there, coming out of nowhere, going everywhere, and changing everything, that right there is a perfect description of the Holy Spirit. It came into the disciples' lives and then into the whole world suddenly, seemingly out of nowhere, like a rush of a mighty wind or like fire dancing on the disciples, and immediately it changed everything. They go out into the world and share the goodness of Christ. They go out equipped, prepared with the right words to speak to all the rest of the world. They go out into the world, and Christ is already there, right? But they are able to point to Christ in new and exciting ways for people in all sorts of different places to hear and understand. And the fire of the Holy Spirit spread everywhere, in the ditches and in the cities and everywhere in between, changing the landscape, changing reality, changing us. The Holy Spirit is invasive, but of course, without all those other negative connotations. But the Holy Spirit is invasive and thriving and bringing pops of color into the world. Anyway, until next time, happy Pentecost and peace be with you.